Hi, this is Matthew with Marble Gems, bringing you another Marble Monday. What I wanted to show you was my personal collection of marbles that I've made, and some were given to me, but most of them I've made. And so yeah, let me go ahead and show you those. So when I first started making marbles, I wanted to have a nice way to display them. And I picked up this nice little hardwood case that's got a glass top. I think I got it off of Amazon. I don't even know if you can buy them anymore, but it's pretty nice. It has some foam in here and some little felt, and each one of these little felt places I cut a little hole, and you can press the marbles in there. But let me just show you some of my favorite ones from this collection that I have. And I haven't added to this particular collection for a number of years. I have another box just like this and a bowl full of other marbles, but most of the marbles I started selling. But let me just show you some of the really nice ones. This marble right here, is featured as my it's a little symbol that's on my Marble Gems website, and a really nice marble that's made from Brazilian agate. But boy, I don't even know where to start. They're all super nice. Let me just show you some of the really nice ones. This marble is made from, I'll get a close up here. This is made from red horn coral that came from the Uinta Mountains up near Camas, Utah. And you can, if you look really close at it, if you can get a good shot of it, you can see the structure of the coral. This one is also made from red horn coral. It doesn't have all the structure in it, but it's a really nice little marble. This one's also made out of red horn coral. You can see how the rock that it was embedded in, the limestone and the coral formed around there, is like my Spider-Man marble. It's pretty cool. This is a glass marble. I have made some glass marbles. This glass marble is made out of like a jeweler's type of glass, and it actually changes colors in different types of light. This is an interesting marble. It's just made from a piece of thick TV glass. Out on the desert, we were out there looking for stones, and somebody shot an old TV, and I brought some home. And what was really interesting about it, unlike most glass, it has no bubbles in it at all. So it's really high quality glass, and I made a pretty little marble. This is one of the first marbles that my brother Jared made when we first started making marbles. This is some stone that we picked up out on the West Desert, just west of us here in Utah. But I have a marble here that somebody gave me. This was given to me by Jeff Kimmel, who won the Rolly Hole competition with his buddy Nate. Oh, I can't remember back when, but early 2000s or something like that. But he gave it. This is one of his favorite shooters, and it shot a lot of marbles. He played with this in the U.S. marble competition back in New Jersey, I believe. Let's see what other really snazzy marbles I have. Oh, this is a beautiful marble. This marble is made from Montana agate. It just has some beautiful bands of really super great marble. Some of you may recognize this. Comment below if you know what kind of glass this is made out of. But the people that collect glass marbles, when they see this, they know exactly what it is. It's some cullet that came from a particular marble company during a particular time. I bought it off of eBay and made a neat little marble out of it. But whenever I show this to people, they're like, I know exactly what that is, which is really interesting. Here's a beautiful marble. This is made out of some Black River agate from Argentina Black River agate. And I cut this stone in half, and it had a, I guess you'd call it a sister, but basically it looked like that, and it was just nearly an exact mirror image of each other, and I kept one of them. Let's see what else we got here. It's really, really snazzy. Oh, this is a Brazilian agate, and I really love this agate. I made a whole bunch of marbles out of this particular stone, but it's colored like caramel, so I called it a caramel agate, a caramel swirl. But wow, what a neat marble. It's kind of got a clamshell. That's what I call those marbles, that where the deltas or the chevrons come way back in deep, and it kind of forms a clamshell look. But that's my caramel candy swirl. Here's another piece of that caramel candy swirl. I've cut up a bunch of Brazilian agate. I have never found anything quite like this again. Let's see. Oh, I love this marble. I don't have any more of this, but I bought this from a company that sells rough stone in Wyoming. I can't remember what it is. It's like, I can't remember the name of the website, but they had this white agate that this particular agate had these big clear bands. That one kind of looks like a horse's eye. It's really cool. I sold a bunch of those, and this was one of the last pieces I had. Let's see. Oh, this is actually the marble that's featured on my website. This is both on Marble Gems and not this one. This one was made from a piece of Brazilian, but this one was a really, really cool marble, and it has some chatoyance in it that's really cool. But this marble I kept, and I feature it on, it's my avatar on my Marble Gems page, and it's on Etsy too. Let's see, this is Indian blackskin agate, and this stuff is really, really hard, but it kind of reminded me a little bit of the Montana agate. But a really, really nice agate. What you can't see is it has really fine white banding. This is another marble that my brother Jared made. It represents one of the first marbles that we made, and it's made from calcium, I don't know, I'm trying to remember it, but it's kind of like marble that comes out in the West Desert. But a couple of these marbles represented the first marbles that we ever made, so I kept a couple of them. Let's see. This is a marble that a fellow from Iran, I sent. We got kind of acquainted through his Facebook page. Well, no, actually, he had another page, but he goes by the handle of Persian Agate. And Maziar Nazari. Yeah, he sent this to me, and I made a marble out of it. I have a few pieces of his Iranian agate, but that sure turned out pretty. Let's see. This is another marble that my brother Jared made. Again, it represents some of the first few marbles that we ever made. This is made out of a Dugway geode, and it had this nice blue agate veins running through it, and it just looked really cool, like a little planet. Here's another really fine Brazilian agate. Kind of got that caramel color, but it didn't come out of that caramel one. This is a piece of stone that we found just up here behind our homes, and we're not exactly sure what it is. It's not really agate, but it had banding on it, and it really polished up beautifully. And it was just such an ugly stone, but it made a really pretty marble. Let's see. This is actually made from a piece of agate that's Lake Superior agate. It wasn't a very good representation, but it was one of the first ones I've made. Probably in the first 12 to 20 marbles that I made. Some of these marbles look totally black, but this is actually made from an Apache tear. And this is made out of just some black stone that we got. No, oh, I remember what this is. This is like silver sheen obsidian. It's really cool. You can see that flash in there. This is made from some brown tiger's eye, or no, this is made from mahogany obsidian. Obsidian is really hard to make a marble out of because it tends to want to flake and little splinters off of it, like napping a piece of stone. This is a piece of blue tiger's eye. You can see the flash in there. It's really cool marble. Let's see what else I got. This wasn't anything really special, but it represented a hike that we took to get some of that red horned coral, and it was kind of pretty. It was just a stone, and it's really not red horned coral, but it came from that area. Let's see what else I got. Here's a pretty Brazilian agate marble. There's a marble I made. I picked up a rock out of my father-in-law's little, just the rocks, decorative rocks that were in his front yard, and made a marble out of that. All those rocks are gone, but it just came from some gravel that came from a landscaper's place. But it was kind of cool, really earthy looking and hard. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, this is one of my favorite marbles. I'll save it for last and talk a little bit about this. I got one more I'll show you after this. But this is I'm drawing a blank here. Agate from Africa. But it's an African agate, and the design in that marble was just spectacular. All those deltas or chevrons, I'm going to call them. Super nice. This is one of my favorite marbles, and it came from a Brazilian agate, and I've never found another piece quite like this. I had some better representations of this, but this was one of the last pieces I had, and I made a marble for myself out of it. But it had some yellow and blue and orange and red banding in it, and it was just so amazing. I sold a whole bunch of marbles on eBay to people made out of this stuff. They loved them. Well, that's about it. There's another little pretty marble I made. But that's how I keep my marble collection, and I just keep it on a shelf. I really need to take and hang it up, and I used to have the little keys, but I've lost them. But it's a really fun way to display them, and these represent some of the first marbles that I made, and I take it out and show it to people once in a while. But I thought I'd show it to you. Anyways, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. Comment below, and share on your Facebook page and for marble collectors and stuff like that. And let me know if you want a special marble made. I've got lots of material, and I don't make a lot of marbles, but I have committed to post one marble a week on Etsy for people that want to buy marbles. And but thanks again. Have a great day.